It's a lot.
I was talking to Yoda a bit at breakfast this morning. He was like, who picked the affixes for Waycrest? We were just joking a little bit about it.
About 10% left for Raw, as the group does look to be pretty stable and not having too many issues. They got a couple little mobs left available to them, but they'll cleave it out without too much issue. I think a lot of it was on that Soulbound Goliath, and that starts really putting a lot of pressure on your team when you say, we already know that we're down 1-8, facing elimination. Now we just messed up one of our most precise goals that had so much writing on it. Now,
this is what the Method NA showed for this match. The first series of Freehold was really, really close, and I feel like if Abra were actually able to pull off some of the strategies that they were trying to do, they would have actually been into good matches.
Playing so many elimination rounds right now. They would be going down and facing up against later in the series, so they'd be going down to the lower semis as well. So they do still have some life into them, and then that's always a good thing to feel, but they'd also be going up against Method EU a little bit later.
Yeah, and you actually see that Bloodlust timing for Method NA. Now we understand why they actually Bloodlusted on Soulbound Goliath, because it is coming up in 45 seconds. They're probably going to pull all of those...
Everything in the clutch.
Yeah, all of those little guys that do the Shadow Claw into Gorak Tool. He's going to stand on that spot to where the mobs will not come away. These mobs need to be instantly killed, but because it can actually be fairly dangerous for a tank, especially one that doesn't have super sick magic defensives like a Protection Warrior. But then beyond that, this is quite the path for Method NA.
It has been very impressive under that one, and he'll have last stand back in time. He's holding on to shield wall at the moment, so they should be in a prime position. And looking at how this team has used snap spots and how they have organized the mobs, is very important, because Sanguine Pools are a nightmare on this boss. It looks like they've had to spend such a large amount of time practicing to get it ready. Very interesting to see how much mana JV's going to get, because he still hasn't procced his staff just yet. And making sure that he's going to get a large proc out of that to make everybody's life easier, and just to be able to start killing off some more of the jailers that are going to spawn, the slavers that are going to spawn from Gorak Tool, making sure he uses the proc for that. That way they don't have to worry about wasting any single target damage and can just focus the boss. Gorak Tool getting pulled right now with Bloodlust going up as Method NA really wants to seal this game.
Yep, and you actually do see JP standing on that little plant or whatever you actually want to call it, just so that those Gloom Hordes do not jump at him, because it creates a no path available zone. That was actually insane. So while Gorak Tool was casting his ability, they actually walked all of the Gloom Hordes off of the boss. They instantly killed him with both of the Unholy DKs, and now they're just DPSing down Gorak Tool.
That control, man, it's that control when they're grabbing such amazing control from the
Take the seal I have given
being able to grab
stamp
get
it
all
on
the
the
grips that they
ground.
want. They
His
have to watch it.
minions
They
will
might have
try
a
to
sanguine
stop
spot. Oh,
you.
it's just one of the slavers
Stay
going down.
alert.
Getting any of the fires to be able to kill them off very quickly.
Now set
When they're
the
able to
urn
control
near
the
the
burst
archway.
damage that's at their disposal, it just has such great results. And look at this, 0 deaths up on the board. You were saying there's going to be between 16 and 20 minutes, 18 minutes, something like that. Maybe looking to close down, maybe 17 minutes.
This path is kind of changed how you have to think about Waycrest Majors. I don't think they've had like any sanguine healing.
Dr. J's Method NA going up shop on this. Drops down 30% HP, and we are just seeing the dominance that they are able to pull as they're looking to secure the spot in the grand final.
So is it safe to say that the Method NA impressed manner, Jack?
It really doesn't have the same ring to it.
I think it does.
BA NA Crest Man. Okay, we'll figure it out later onto that one. While, you know, of course, they're on their way and they have plenty of time to practice and get themselves ready as well.
It will be the first one you set your eyes on.
This Method NA
No second
looking to
guessing
be in
now.
a prime position. Dabra is just struggling to get past
Come here.
Lord and Lady
It is
Waycrest
time.
right now. A couple deaths on the board, but just the nerves, the timing, and the routing, the time that they might have wasted could be insane. All of these things just continue to snowball as Method NA takes their second victory in the series and they move on to the grand finals.
Method NA Crest Manor.
Fate
Yeah, you
is
can
not
call
with
it
you, my
dungeon that,
friend.
but they've taken a whole lot more. BlizzCon, they've been able to take this stage, and for the first time ever, they are going to be in that grand final now at BlizzCon. This is really just such a
I'm
new
tired of this
opportunity
game.
to see
You
MDI
delivered
on
your
the
message.
BlizzCon stage.
Now,
and this is the team
it's
that's
time
just
to face your fate.
step
We
up
both
at
know I
LAN.
will not
We
die
talk
by
about,
your
all jokes
hand.
aside, with that
You
dungeon,
cannot stop
how
me.
You
we
are
think
right.
Dr. J is going
I
to be able
will
to
not,
ride to dungeon
but
that
my
he loves.
friend will.
Method NA,
You are
those
not ahead of
Ironic
me,
are
old
going to
man.
be able to make that look a lot different than the first map did in the series.
I mean, Method and A,
It
I
is
don't know
you
what it
who
is
will
about
die
them, but they
here.
turn it on. They won our regular cups all season long, but they won the Sydney Land. They're here in the grand finals of the mainland through the upper final, which is also something that's eluded them for a long time. These guys are looking great.
I think they just have so much going for them in the way of land, but putting a finger on that is always going to be difficult. So let's actually look at what happened here in Waycrest Manor.
I mean, there wasn't a whole lot that was different between the two teams. They went for similar strats the entire time. The crux of this dungeon was the soul-bound Goliath skip, and Dr. J right here, right after a chain hook, something keeps him in combat. If you get the damage skip off, it forces Crash into the boss.
You are strong, but my...
And then, of course, Soul Fetish goes on Matron after that. They have to reset the boss, they have to reset everything, Shadow Meld it off, and that just puts them too far behind.
This
in the
isn't
dungeon. By
happening!
that point, Method and A are just doing it at the end of everything.
Yeah, I think we can see that here very clearly, and also talk about that clutch factor. What is making them so clutch on the main stage? I also do
No,
think in a large
I will not
part,
die here.
you have
It
to
is not
take
my
into
time.
testosterone that's pumping through JB's
How
veins.
did
You
he-
can see it all over the amount of hair that he's able to
A
produce.
pity I was not
Sir,
able to teach
let's see
him
what
the
JB
most
has to say.
important lesson of all.
Hey guys, I'm here with JB of
You must
Method
plan,
NA.
even for the futures you have not seen. Let all Rastakhan know I will return
Alright,
in my
well,
own
we know
time.
this season's
Oh,
affects was
and thanks for
beguiling,
all
but
your
how was
help.
it stepping back and practicing once again for Reaping?
Amazing. If you got any Mythic Plus designers in the house, if you guys just want to just Reaping every season, like I think we're okay with that. So it is good. It is a nice callback season 2.
Totally agree. Now, you did have a death on the third boss. What goes through your head when something like that happens?
I can't say it on live TV. So what goes through your head is like, wow, that never happened in practice. That's weird. But yeah, you know, you get in the heat of the moment and you start doing stuff and you pull like 10 mobs and you forget that like the tank has to pick them up at some point, and so you just kind of tag them and you forget about it and they kill you and you remember that they exist. And so luckily it wasn't.
My king, you
anything
are
too
in
big,
great
but-
peril.
Well, that's
I
a good
see
shield here.
encroaching enemies claiming
Now,
the
anyways, you guys
throne
go
for
on to
themselves.
the
Welcome.
grand
They
finals.
walk over
How does that
as I
feel?
speak. We should
May your
retreat to
foes
Zanchi
tremble in
while
your
this is
presence.
still an
No, this
option.
is, I know technically we did this
Habutu,
last year. BlizzCon
Zolani,
was kind of a show match.
Take the
This
speaker
is the
of the
first real
horde and
tournament
ensure the
for MDI
warpot
that we've
is
done
safe.
here, and so
Today
going to
is
grand
not
finals here
the
is
final
just,
day of my reign.
you know, if you play WoW esports, that's your dream, is grand finals, BlizzCon. You know, we don't have any of those like I'm, you know, doing the 3-2-1 in the backyard, shooting hoops things, imagining the NBA finals, but it is about as close as that gets for WoW esports.
All right, well, congratulations once again. We are all very, very excited for you. That was JB of Method NA. Back to you, Rich.
Yeah, and I think one of the other things with that as well, you're kind of starting that tradition, right? When you're up there for the first time, if you're able to pull down the first one, yeah, there was a show match in the past. Yeah, we saw them able to perform in that, but if you win the first BlizzCon on the main stage for MDI, that's something that nobody's ever going to be able to take from you.
Yeah, absolutely, and it goes to show just how well these guys are prepared for this event, how well they're performing so far, and just the feeling that they're setting history, they're setting the tradition, as you mentioned.
Yeah, and now I do want to keep in mind, though, their opponents. That was the only series of the day that's not going to be an elimination series, so we are going to see more from Abra. The question is, what will they be able to do now in the lower side of the bracket? Next up, though, we need to figure out who's going to play against them. Is it going to be Method EU, or is it going to be War? And already we're down to the wire. It's crazy how fast we have been able to move throughout the day. Method NA going to be waiting in that grand final. Just 2 more series before we do get there. And let's talk about this next matchup, though, Tettles. How do you think these 2 teams actually stack up?
I think in general, Buff War has overperformed expectations coming into the tournament. They've actually looked really, really strong whenever they are playing to their strengths, they're playing their game. They can be very clean whenever some stuff is coming out. They innovate some kind of unique strategies for how they're pathing through some of these dungeons. But at the end of the day, it's just making sure that both sides are clean. I think, in general, though, I'd probably put the favor in Method EU versus this matchup.
Okay, so we're going to hear a little bit of a preview coming in from Tettles, but we're going to actually get to see the matchup very shortly here, folks. Already, we know one of the teams that is going to be waiting in the grand final. It is going to be Method NA. We got 2 more series, and then we're going to know who will play against them. Next up, it's going to be Buff War against Method EU. Who will stay in this tournament, and who will be sent home? We find out right after this.
BlizzCon 2019 is brought to you by T-Mobile. Their newest signal goes farther than ever, and it's built 5G ready. MSI, True Gaming. Intel, the official CPU partner of BlizzCon. Cisco, the official networking partner of BlizzCon. And by HyperX,
I am listening.
we're all gamers.
Our kingdom will be defended.
Well, it was going great till I dropped my fucking soda. What's up, Debo? So I'm trying to watch. This is so weird. Why would it? Why can't I pop this out? Oh, that sucks. No. That's better. Alright, so can we go this way? But why do I have to see this fucking sideline bullshit? Oh, no? Okay with that right there. Alright, where was it? So sorry if that's a little loud. I can just like that. Just like that. Alright. Put this here. That should be good. Alright, go back to it. These we need 12. Need venomous ones. Let's see what's that. Venomous and Skull of Catal. Oh, we might be able to make it through this guy. Nope, we won't. Hey, Debo, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Oh, those venomous guys are. That's. Nope.
BlizzCon 2019 is brought to you by Coca-Cola, the official refreshment of BlizzCon. Facebook Gaming, a world of fun. Samsung SSD, performance gamers trust. Corsair, do your thing. And by NVIDIA.
Is this up or down?
If there's one word I would use to describe Method EU, it would just be consistent. These guys don't make mistakes.
I think they're generally considered.
Don't make mistakes.
Most dominant throughout.
These kids are either fucking anorexic,
We always watch them. They're strong.
overweight. Jesus, man.
Kind of like facing our
All right, so we need. Huh? Nope.
Method EU makes, I think, kind of pound for pound, the fewest mistakes of any team out there, and they make you earn it.
This LAN means a lot. It's what we've been practicing for so long. We didn't win Sydney, which kind of people were wondering like what we did in the finals. So like winning this LAN and proving ourselves that we're actually the best means a lot.
I think we have proven ourselves as one of the best, if not the best team there is. But at the same time, winning BlizzCon would also prove that to a significant amount. We're not just stopping there.
Oh, thanks, man.
I do expect to win this tournament. Would be nothing but a disappointment.
It only took me, what, a year and a half? Whoa, hello!
If they're not able to win, but when you look at them throughout the year, they definitely know that that is something.
283. We can do this.
They get a 2-0 to start off today on the main stage, and we hear Ginger a little bit. Thing that we need to actually have.
Get in there, buddy. Be in there.
If you're in a position it's always going to be the person with the expert. You said it time and time again. They're the dark horse of Detroit.
Supreme in his interview said that he looks up to Method EU in order to be able to get some strategies. But overall, they innovate a lot of their own stuff too.
Big damage.
This is a dungeon we saw both teams play earlier this tournament, and but more, they had some problems against that.
What server are you on, Deadbo?
Thanks, Rich. I was catching up with Method EU backstage, and I was curious how these teams are able to practice 10 to 12 plus hours a day and not get burnt out. And they were saying, you know, there's always something we could be thinking of, there's always a strategy we could be thinking of. I also spoke with Supreme on the side of Buff Warrior, Nerf Bro, and I asked them, you know, they haven't had much of a chance to play against this team, Method EU, this year, and I said, are you feeling prepared? And he said, yes, they pretty much know what these guys have in store for them, and they're definitely ready. So we'll have to see how these matches go, Rich.
I think that is one thing. Looking at one of the top teams is you always do prepare. There's no way that you can look at and actually say, look on the side of Method. They've had that in their minds. I think they've been dark for, what, 3 weeks now? No streaming. They know that they don't want their opponent to actually figure out what they're going to be able to do. Now we're going to get into this matchup. Whoever does move on forward is going to have a good shot at the grand final. There are only 2 series left before we do crown our champion.
Who is my tank?
All right, diving into King's Rest right now, and Innovation guys going lights out, not streaming their gameplay, not streaming their practice. Really excited for this one for a dungeon that's incredibly on the rails. It seems like you're having to pull the same 80-ish% trash, maybe the last 20, 10%, something like that is going to be a little bit different. I'm very excited to see what 2 weeks of practice, no streaming and no broadcasting of it is going to be.
So in the games yesterday, Method EU actually did a at this first part of the action for 4 packs with all of the emissaries.
How are you guys doing so much damage? What level are you? Oh, I got 120s with me, that's why. I'm like, what the fuck?
This is going to be like make or break for them right here. If they make this,
this is everything right now. Method EU pulls the entirety of this and does very well to make sure that the emissary is kept out for that 40 bursting volcanic as we speak. And it is incredibly scary. We have 3 witch doctors chasing after the tank. Each of them without onto him, as well as the champions, which do have the enrages. So Life already getting prepared to deal with that bursting.
Yeah, Tree of Life is definitely a huge talent for Resto Druid just inside of this game. So the issue is actually making sure and all the while making sure that he did get a little bit damage in to maintain threat throughout the whole entire roll.
That's right, and now at 20% of trash complete, they're going to be spawning the Golden Serpent boss, so they grab some of the Guardians outside and get them ready.
I did not set it up, but I'm going to get the list after I get off tonight.
As long as you have a good eye on them and coming up for everyone's nameplates, it should be very easy to
Yeah, so both teams actually are probably going to end up pulling this Emissary of the Tides into the Serpent with both.
I can tell you what, are you just wondering what to run? Is there anything curious on my screen that you want to see or want?
So that was the reason that they weren't really in danger. They actually have lost for the 12th corner approach, he's taking a little bit
the numbers in the group. So you want to know what's going on here? This is mix battle text. Hold on.
We have to pull, prepare, plan around this team because of what they're able to do.
MSBT mixed scrolling battle text, and this is X Pearl, I believe, or X Pearl X, something like that. I'll look that up in a sec.
How are we going to be matching up bracket? What's our route that we're going to take? And early on, NA is saying, okay, I expect to beat Team D, which they did yesterday. And they're saying, well, that puts us right up against our Method E.
So you're talking these windows right here, right? That would be Z Pearl.
Man, it would be like
Used to be X Pearl, but now it's Z Pearl. And matter of fact, now I think it's just Pearl. So that might not even be around. Not total numbers.
They have to be able to sort of compare the times, because keep in mind, we've had some affix differences.
I don't understand what do you mean not total. You mean not the battle numbers in the middle? You're talking these?
It's scary to them because they're not exactly having everything at their disposal, not having that perfect apples to apples to compare that end. And Method EU they take down the golden circle.
I think it's also partially due to the fact that you don't like a 4-game versus other teams. So like you're actually playing against the Dungeon in the ice-style format, whereas you're welcome. So like you're playing against
I had it.
Yeah, you're just comparing time.
Well, I'll tell you what I recommend straight off the bat. Omen 3 and this is for retail. Classic still struggles getting any good mods. So Omen 3, Recount. I do Dominoes. That's you can move your and have a lot more action bars. So that I recommend. The rest is basically just visual.
So in come the animated guardians. You actually saw on screen Zalia walked out, tagged the animated guardians. Also used mass root in order to be able to root those shadows of Zool. Yeah, the shadows of Zool, which will actually fear you if you actually get hit by them. They'll probably be long enough. A little bit longer. Yes, you said they right on the.
Oh, you bitch.
Pretty dangerous. Wild area or while we have trash going on, so they'll probably end up like shadow them off after these animated guardians plus this trash pack goes down.
I really like what they did there first.
Tell me after so I can hear you better. You got you good in voice, but when I'm looking at something, there's battle things going on. Oh, I got you. Okay, hold on. I'm a little ways from my microphone too. So.
Real light going up for Zalia there, so he might be preparing for that burst of damage if they're going to pop all of the realistically,
get that first full setup correctly, you can actually spam those instant
Got me a piece.
your tank, which normally
Oh, a new bow. Oh, that's fucking sweet right there. Give me that shit. Where is that?
Again, they're just a little bit behind.
Bam!
That's right, and just being able to, it's just one of those things that it's sort of like their route, but you're just missing a couple key elements. How you're taking, two pulls, one, making sure you're having that higher efficiency is always so important to start watching these guys. And again, being multiple rows is insane.
I needed a new bow too.
Skips.
Oh shit.
After the second boss, that bridge is a mess.
In general, they may have enough time to be able to